Previously on our vintage camper remodel, we finished up most of the demo, installed new insulation and cedar planks in the front of the trailer. Now we're finally ready to tackle the leaks, which we started just in time.
Huge rainstorm just came out of nowhere. We have paused all further construction on the indoors because we have to address the leaks. No point in building this thing up when it's still leaking. So let's go take a look at the roof. We can see one major hole right here, and then this is looking pretty rough. Lots of stuff to fix up here. This is the part that both Nick and I have been absolutely dreading. It's reflective and hot up there, and it's just not gonna be fun work. We also have to take out all the windows and reseal all these windows, clean them up so that we know nothing is leaking. And then we can resume the fun part inside. Ooh, it's so bright up here. This is the part that Nick has cleaned, obviously. One thing we noticed, which is kind of crazy, is that it's so much colder. Well, it's still hot, but it's a lot cooler to the touch compared to the dirty side. Like, I can barely touch that. That is so cool. This isn't gonna be that bad. Get back up there. Get to work. Come on. It's only 100 degrees out. Yesterday we didn't do much because we needed some more tools, but we got kind of the concept of what we're gonna do now. Yeah.
New drill.
More power. Excuse for Nick to buy a new drill. Today he's gonna actually get up on the roof though, so this is a little nerve-wracking. Oh God.
Oh no.
Do you absolutely have to get on it?
Yeah, I can't reach the middle. Just trying to think light thoughts. The tape that's on here is like rock hard and brittle. This is supposed to be tape.
It's not a fun job. At this point, you might have noticed that we got a new truck. Originally, we were planning to use my car for a while and buy a new truck down the road. But after towing the trailer with my car, we realized that we needed to upgrade sooner. My car has almost 250,000 miles on it, and it got about 8 miles to the gallon when towing, so that's where the new truck came from. We found this truck used on the same local classifieds where we found the trailer. Now we don't need to worry about towing, and it's a lot easier to go to and from the store with big wood panels. In fact, I'm not really sure how we were planning to do this without the truck. Today the trailer is all about the windows. We need to take all of these windows out, give them a good cleaning so that they're nice and shiny and new looking, and then also reseal the outside of them. So it's a big task, but that is the plan. We're thinking that we're also going to try to put up the paneling if we can while the window is out. And then the last thing is to replace the J gutters on the outside. These are the J gutters, and they go all the way around the trailer, and all of this needs to come off. Then we need to get all this old putty out of here, put new stuff down, and then the windows, same thing. This is the old window. Got to take all this stuff off, clean this up, put new putty in here, seal everything, and then the trailer will be waterproof. Losing it. You got it? Woo! Hey. This is the plan for today.
this is before and then this is after. It looks so good. Big difference.
About half an inch.
This part of the trailer renovation was a slow process. Cleaning one window, cutting the panel, installing the panel, and then reinstalling the window took us all day.
The new wall is up. It looks so good. It's so exciting to start to see it come back together. Now we just need to put the window back together after we cleaned it, pop that in there, and we'll be done for the day. Moment of truth. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, yeah, I got it. Woo-hoo! They look so good.
Got a wall.
And a clean window. This is where a little light is going to go. TBD, the actual light that I want to put here. It has been hard to find one that I like that is small. So happy. This is where my little head's gonna go at night. This is the old gasket that we need to replace. Clearly. So there's one here, one on the side, and then one up top. Woo!
We're falling apart. New power tool for Amanda.
It's heavy though. My arm gets tired.
Vent is going in.
During this time, Nick installed the solar panel on the roof and resealed all the roof seams. Then we finally put the vent back in after leaving it open for a few days. This could not have been more perfect timing.
Huge rainstorm just came out of nowhere. And it's kind of stressful, but Nick is checking for leaks. The crazy thing is we just installed this vent like 30 minutes ago. Have you found any more leaks?
No, I think things are looking good. Hopefully, I mean, it's a good test because it's raining heavy, but it looks like it's almost over.
We barely survived the rainstorm. Got a little leaking coming from here, which isn't that surprising because we gotta get bigger screws for there. And we still haven't sealed it yet.
Back to a little more demo. We actually decided to get rid of the whole wardrobe closet area and the last panel on this wall. Over here there were some places that we found some old crumbly wood or mold, and so we figured it'd be better to just know what the framing is like throughout the whole trailer. Not really a point in saving this. It's just a couple panels, and then we can actually redesign the closet area and make the bed a little bigger, so that'll be nice. This is where the old closet was. and then the last panel over there. And so now this thing has been completely gutted. So need new insulation over here, and then we can start putting up all the panels. The wood framing actually looks pretty good. There's not really any rot or mold on this side, but at least we know that now. Just a lot of jumping around between different projects, partly because we get bored on one thing and want to work on something else, and we just don't really know the best order. We've never done this. I think knowing what we know now, if we did another one in the future, there are some things we do in a different order.
Over the next couple of weeks, we continued the process of removing one window at a time, cleaning it and replacing it. This was pretty tedious work, and I definitely got an arm workout cleaning those windows and polishing them with the steel wool. While I was cleaning the windows, Nick measured and cut the panels, and we continued installing those too. We took many trips to and from the store for the wood paneling. We don't have anywhere to store the panels, so we had to go back and forth a lot because we were only buying a few at a time. Cleaning all the windows and putting up the new paneling took us a couple of weeks. Okay, we have finished this window. It's 6:45. As usual, this took way more time than I thought it would. We reused the glass, and then there's also plexiglass on this side that we reused, and it's a little scratched up, so I'm kind of bummed that maybe we didn't replace that, or I should have maybe put it on this side of the window. But after, what, 10 hours in the sun and the heat, I just wanted to be done with the window. And so here we are, clean windows. We did not finish the paneling, obviously, because I completely overestimate what we can get done in a day. We did all these.
We did the roof.
Look at this sweat. Actually had a hat on this afternoon because I'm getting sunburned. This is probably one of the days where I'm most exhausted, actually. Just taking off these old reflectors, and look at that. Ugh. Now we can see that the putty was concealing a bigger issue up here. So that's fun for us. Nick is sealing up the side of the trailer, right? No more leaks. No more leaks. While the windows and walls were our primary focus, to keep from getting too bored or tired of one thing, we bounced around to a few other small tasks too. We sealed up some of the random holes around the sides of the trailer and got to work on the J gutter, which was mostly just hours of scraping putty off the trailer. Just got to the trailer. Nick has been here this morning. I brought him some lunch, and we also got some packages in the mail that we're going to need for today to finish up the J gutter. Here he is. So we had to reorder some J gutter because we didn't order enough, of course, but that just arrived today, so we're gonna finally finish that up this afternoon. Ooh.
I did not mean to match my shirt to all the panels. Yesterday we didn't quite finish the paneling. There's one more down here. The walls aren't really square, and this window's not really square, so there's a lot of weird measuring and cuts, and it's kind of taken me a few hours just to get everything set up. But the piece is mostly cut. I had to cut little squares out so the wires can come through and we can still access those in case we need to change them later. And then there's a little piece that goes up along the side of the window that needs to be cut, and that's only about 1 inch thick, and so I'm trying to be careful not to break those.
This is all I've been doing for like 2 weeks straight. I have settled into it. It just needs to be done, you know? Look at this progress! All the paneling is done. It took so much time, but I'm so happy with the way that looks, and now we can really start to build it up because we finished the J gutter on the outside. We finished all the windows except for the very front one. It's a little bit trickier, so that's in progress. And then Nick is outside right now patching up more holes. We patched up some, but there are more.
It's so hot.
I know, look at this sweat.
Is it beaten up?
We have some holes, okay? This one is pretty big. That's got to be patched up. And we patched up some of these smaller ones already, but this one we're going to use a piece of aluminum. And then over here are some of our water input and outputs, so we're going to leave that for now because we're not entirely sure how we're hooking all that up yet. And we got another big hole here. We went to this salvage shop that sells just a whole bunch of random stuff.
Some aluminum siding. We can use it to patch up some of those holes on the side of the trailer.
And we got it for $5, and we'll be able to patch all those holes with it. It is just barely wide enough. So we really lucked out with that, and I love being able to just reuse and find these types of items instead of having to go buy new aluminum at Home Depot, which was not cheap. So this was definitely a way to save some money. It's just barely wide enough, but it does work.
So we just put a couple rivets to kind of hold it in place, drilled more of the holes, and now we just add these rivets. And it holds these two pieces of metal together, nice and tight.
This goes in here, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you push
Before
it tight.
you pull. Yeah, so
and
pull it. Now release the handle all the way. Push it all the way on. Yep, now do it again. Push it all the way on there. Do it again.
Oh my God, that scared me. Woo!
It's a rush.
Every time.
You're done.
Done. I have other tasks to do, like this thing. How does this come off? If I wanted to take this up, how would that happen?
I think it's broken.
Get the cover off, and it's hiding a nice little hive. Yeah, it looks pretty good. We got two good looking patches. It looks so good out here now.
Relatively good. The
Better.
standards are low.
Better is the word, maybe.
It's looking better.
This is one of those jobs that didn't take that long, but really has a good before and after. Progress, progress.
Coming up on our vintage camper renovation.
That's a good fit. We're finally going to start to rebuild